Hello everybody, Dr. Peter Draws here once again with, I've got some packages this time. I ordered some things on Wish.com. Some people have been mentioning it just over and over again. I had to check it out and I looked on there and believe it or not, I found like all these pens that looked exactly like my pens except they were a fraction of the price, and so I was just so curious. I just had to look and find out and figure out what was going on. So I bought them. I ordered 3 things. My order came out to like $8 total for all 3 things, shipping included. Let's look what we've got here, okay? Scalpel. Zip. 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 All right, I'm gonna look at this pen is a little bit different. I'm gonna look at that last. But these 2 pens are peculiar because if you look at them, you'll see they're very similar to these 2 pens. All right, this is a Kaweco Sport. And this is a Lamy Safari. So here's the real one and the fake one. I mean, it's a real pen, but it was $1 or something, you know, and the real one and the knockoff. And then over here, we have a Jinhao something, which a lot of people have been recommending I try. This was $2.50. We'll try that too. And it came with a lot of cartridges as well. Let's compare these 2 first. Just by weight and feeling. Maybe this one has a cartridge. This one feels a little bit lighter. There we go. Let's pop this cartridge in here. Did I do it right? I can do this. Come on, Peter. There we go. Ooh. All right, so the ink is seeping down in there. I do like that it's clear. So the real Kaweco Sport here is about $15 or $20, and this one was, you know, almost free. Basically, what I want to find out is there a noticeable difference? Let me just get this one working. So as you can see here, the Kaweco Sport, it works really good. It's very satisfying, and I've like never had any problems with it, right? This one, let me get the ink working, if I can. As you can see, the ink is kind of seeping its way down this little corridor of alleys and rivulets. In my Kaweco Sport, I have a piston converter, and it's Kaweco brand. So this is a Pi Li 007. So here's how the Kaweco Sport writes. It's pretty satisfying. I have no problems with it. You can lay down big areas of darkness or write long lines quickly, right? All right, this is this pen, which I'm gonna lay right here. Okay, and then this one is still not working, still taking its sweet time. Not sure how long this is supposed to take. Should I push on it some more? Oh, it did go in a little farther. Oh, a bunch more ink went down in there. So maybe that was my fault. All right, that one's on me. Okay, now it's writing. All right, so this is how this one goes. All right, it actually seems to be working pretty good. You know, I don't really have any problems with this, to be honest. I was expecting it to, you know, be a lot worse because it cost a lot less. So I'm going to put this pen here. It's just precursory tests. I don't know what else to do. All right, now we have these 2 pens. The Lamy Safari, depending on what kind of accessories and stuff you get with it, $25 or $30. One of my first fountain pens. Right, it works good. I like it. It lays down the ink really satisfyingly. Is that a word? I must just say in a satisfying way. Right? Do the scribble. Oops. And then here's the knockoff. I'm calling it a knockoff, but I mean, is that unfair, you think, considering the other one actually worked pretty good? Okay, this one actually comes with a piston converter. So that's actually pretty nice. Let's get the ink out. Let's fill this sucker up. Twist and shout. I have a paper towel handy. I don't know how other people do this. If there's other people that do this that don't make a mess every time, like, I mean, that's not really a mess, but it's not as good right off the bat, but it could just be that it's still working on getting the ink flowing. This is the same exact ink that I have over in this Kaweco. And I think this is either Noodler's or Waterman's ink in here. But it's the same ink. As you can see, it's not going on here too satisfyingly, though. I don't know how much of a chance I should give it. It's a little bit flexible. It's got a ball nib. I don't know if that's the right word. I do a lot. For how many fountain pen reviews I do, I don't really know that much about fountain pens. All right. Well, I mean, I've given it a fair chance, I feel like. Maybe you just got to break it in, but I mean, it's a $1 pen, so... Oh, it does a little better on this paper, maybe. Maybe it just didn't like the Post-it note. I mean, that looks pretty good. It's not like bad. I thought these were, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that doesn't stay on there very good, actually. Look, the two quote unquote knockoffs, they feel cheap. You can tell the plastic feels cheaper. If they feel lighter, right? Like this one is maybe only 2/3 as heavy as this one, despite it being bigger. You can feel that they're cheaper, but look, they are drawing lines. They seem like they're drawing lines consistently. What I can't speak to is, if they'll keep drawing lines consistently for a long time, because obviously they're made with cheaper materials. They just, I don't know. But to be honest, like I'm saying, I thought they were going to be a straight up scam and that they wouldn't work at all. I mean, you can even just feel like taking the lid off, on and off of this and onto the back of it. It just feels a lot better just to have it. But I mean, if you just need a fountain pen that works and you only have $2, I mean, I guess you could get one of these. I don't know. It'd be tough to take much pride and joy in it. But at least we know that they do right. And it's not a scam, like for some reason I thought it was. I guess Wish.com wouldn't be in business still if they were a scam, but I don't know. Guys know what I'm getting at there? So I mean, I would definitely still, if you have $2 to spend on this pen, I say wait a few more weeks, save up your allowance until you have $25 to buy this pen, and I think it'll last you much longer. I don't think this is one of your buy it for life pens. Go for the Lamy, go for the Kaweco, One other pen we have here is this Jinhao pen. This is also very, very inexpensive, but this one is made entirely of metal, and this is a lot heavier than almost any other pen I own. It was very cheap. It was like $2.50 or something. And it also has the piston converter, even though it came with 10 cartridges. So let's fill this one up, see how it goes. Looking pretty good. I mean, it feels heavy. Like, I mean, it's like made out of aluminum, maybe. I don't know, but even it feels a little bit heavier than aluminum. Let's see how it, oh, it's already writing. Look how quick that is. I didn't have to do anything with it. I mean, I don't think it's any high-grade metals or anything, but it is metal, and it all seems to fit together nicely. The back pops on there well, not falling off. I like being able to put the cap on the back of the pen and it staying on there. That's you know, it seems like maybe not a big deal, but it's a big deal for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and scribble away on here. It sounds, I think maybe since it's like entirely metal, it sounds a lot different than the other pens. Dang, that's not a bad pen right there. I mean, obvious. You just got to make your own decisions at some point. You know, it's a $2.50 pen, but it's made of metal and it writes lines. So let me draw a little. I'll draw a little picture with this one. What do y'all think? A very little picture, since I've taken so much time doing the pen review. Okay, so this Jinhao, it draws lines. It draws lines. Okay, at least for the moment, and it feels pretty good in my hand just because it's so heavy. But you just gotta. I'm just really hesitant, and you gotta wonder about pens that are so cheap. None of my pens, all the fountain pens I've ever had so far, and I haven't had any of them for very long, really, not more than a couple of years maybe. None of them have ever broken yet. But you gotta wonder how long a couple dollar pen will last. I have heard good things about the Jinhaos though. Out of all three of these pens, I would probably choose that one. There you have it, folks. $8 worth of pens that I am kind of hesitant to add to my pen collection, but they do write lines. And the Jinhao feels okay. These two knockoffs, they don't really feel okay, but they do draw lines. But there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions. At least I know that Wish.com does actually ship out physical products now. I don't know, but let's go.